Okay, I'm sitting out here wearing a jacket, and it's the first time all day I haven't felt absolutely boiling. You know, when it's so hot, you're sitting there inside, not moving, and you're still sweating because the weather has got so ridiculously hot. So, why has the weather got so ridiculously hot? Why is the world getting too hot? Why is inequality rising? Why is the NHS going down the toilet? Why can't you get a dentist appointment? Why does it seem that we're getting more and more despots rising to power? People like Bolsonaro, Trump, Johnson, Farage gaining ground. There's actually an explanation for all of this, which is what I'm going to cover over the next 5 or 10 videos, and it all comes from one book which I did review before, but that video was too long because there's too much good stuff in the book. What if there is a cause for all of this, which has now been accepted pretty much like a natural law, like gravity or something, when in fact it's nothing of the sort. It's something that was engineered deliberately to change the nature of power. That is the central question of the introduction to this book, The Invisible Doctrine, which I've already reviewed, but I'm going to do it chapter by chapter, like I said, because it's a fascinating book, and I think it's one that's important for people to understand as well, because if you're in the UK, if you're in America, your life is probably turning to shit unless you're one of the very lucky, very wealthy few, and there's a reason for that, and it's a reason that is not something that's inevitable. It was deliberately engineered. The author starts off with the question, the authors, what if nobody in the USSR, Soviet Union, had ever heard of communism? Well, essentially that's what's happened in the West. There is a doctrine, the invisible doctrine. There is a reason, there is a system, it's engineered, it's a political system that's engineered, and it's been going on for decades now. And it's why you have all these people on Facebook going on about how Great Britain used to be. Yeah, it did used to be better, but guess what? It's not because of the immigrants or the boats. Boats, by the way, make up 4% of immigration. The rest, the 96%, is people just arriving on planes. So, you know, if you want to stop immigration, stop the planes, try that. Yeah. I'm going to cover all of this. This is video number 1. I'm going to do one for each chapter. Keep watching.